Charleston is unlike any other American city. Cradled between two rivers, Charleston is a witness to the founding of our nation, a monument to human ingenuity. 3 centuries ago, Charlestonians constructed the grandest homes of the era. Today, the city boasts perhaps the greatest concentration of surviving 18th and 19th century structures in the United States. Intentional conservation is essential to preserving not only the architectural splendor of the city, but the incredible skills of the craftspeople who built it. Charlestonians' commitment to preservation has drawn the most skilled craftspeople from around the globe, from architects to artisans, carvers to carpenters, plasters to painters, blacksmiths, masons, and others. And it is their shared commitment to traditional techniques, collaboration, and sustainable practices that are inspiring future generations of craftspeople. I'm Glenn Keyes, preservation architect here in Charleston, and I've been fortunate to work with this incredible collection of historic buildings since 1986. Embedded within the fabric of each of these buildings is the story of many people, a story that begins with the craftspeople who built Charleston that is still being written by today's artisans.
We don't really have a sense of civilization in the same kind of way without the craftsperson. How did Charleston come into fruition? Who did this? People who actually got their hands dirty and actually, put this thing together brick by brick by brick by brick. Who did that? That's what we got to talk about. Doing this crafts in this specific way, kind of the sense of responsibility. Great way to kind of think, well, geez, this hammer is kind of heavy. Standing in front of this fire during the summer is kind of hot. Wearing these boots, wearing this shirt, the same kind of shirt they were wearing. Wow, this is really difficult labor. What kind of people were these?
The people who built this country were African Americans, both free and enslaved. They were British, French, and German immigrants, and others of European descent, working alongside native-born white Charlestonians. And together, they collectively made their mark centuries ago.
Over the years, one of the reasons I've studied the tools, the early tools, is that they show me what actually created these houses. People came in with their hands and their minds. They learned skills, and they created fabulous pieces of art. And if you have a true appreciation for what it took for these craftsmen to do it by hand with the benefit of very few mechanical tools, then I think it is a good foundation for how one's mindset should work going forward. For many of these people, no matter what their color, this is the only mark that they have. And once it's eliminated or obliterated, that disappears from our historical narrative.
At historic sites throughout the city, Charleston is recognizing and embracing its diverse past. Without the contributions of immigrants and of enslaved people, the grandeur that we admire would not have been possible. Nearly every object and building we see incorporates their additions to the city's architectural splendor. Dr. Tiffany Moman, professor and co-director of the Black Craftspeople Digital Archives, is actively working to bring this narrative to the forefront by illuminating the contributions of the black craftspeople whose ingenuity and skill helped build Charleston.